ahead.
Okay, everybody, I'm not going to mute everybody. I'm going to kind of keep this open and interactive. So just watch your background and your mute buttons if you would, and I'll leave it open. I'll mute it if we need to, but we'll just try to keep this open. Welcome, everybody. Great to see everybody. For all of you new people, we do this team Zoom every Saturday at noon Central, except for holidays or when the company does their non-denominational prayer service, which they usually do once a month. It's a pretty amazing event. So I email this every Friday usually. So this is a great place to plug in and learn about CTFO and the products and the company and the people. And then as you find your builders, your 3%ers, the people you're going to grow your team, just plug them in. Just plug them into the team. All right, we'll try to, just watch your mute and we'll see if we can keep going. So we are more than excited to have our leader and CEO and co-founder, and now the person that's going to help change the world because he's changing his life with our SHAPEnBURN. Stuart Finger, welcome to our Saturday Zoom, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me, everybody. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, we are too. So got a few questions, Stuart, and I know that you'll fill in any blanks because I know you get passionate and excited. So let's just start out here. You know, SHAPEnBURN is quickly becoming one of our best sellers for many good reasons. And you've become the poster child for this amazing product. And we're so proud of you for what you're doing. So just share with us, a lot of people have heard your journey, but just share with us your journey and any updates and kind of how this product's changed your life, Stu.
Oh, I would love to. And just so you all know, the company is amazing. And I know I own it. I'm the CEO and co-founder, so I'm kind of biased and everything. But I just want to let you know, this company was started for there's no exit strategy for us. This is our forever company where we're planning on building this so that people can build a lifetime of residual income forever. And actually, more important than that, make sure they get what they need to keep their health where it needs to be, or get their health where it needs to be. And as far as our company is concerned, we've had an amazing 6-year run. Things are going wonderful. And it's crazy though, about 5 months ago or so, it was really, really interesting. I got approached by this.
And Stuart, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to unmute yourself. I muted off the call. So if you could unmute, we'll keep going, please.
I can do that. I have the technology. There's many things I cannot do technology-wise, but I've learned how to use the mute and unmute button here. So I'm going to prove right now you don't have to be smart to do this. So what I was sharing is our company was already doing awesome, and we've got a lot of people making a lot of money all over the place. We're shipping products to 25 countries. We're debt-free. We've got all kinds of wonderful stuff happening. But as far as like this change that happened that I was honestly not expecting, it came way out of left field. This crazy but amazing guy, and he's not really crazy, I'm just saying that, basically got a hold of me, and he's on the Zoom with us, Eddie. And if everybody can give Eddie a big hand, because all of our lives have changed because of this gentleman. And some of you that are brand new don't know this yet, but he gives me a call. Gosh, it's been 5 months ago now about, so, and I'm within a few weeks of that. But basically he says, look, I've been in your company for a while. I've been watching you guys, and I feel like that you guys have a lot of integrity. Your hearts are in the right place. And I've got this amazing product, and I feel like God wants me to give it to you, basically. And I was like, what? Yeah, I've heard that before. And because I've been in this industry 35 years, everybody, I've heard a lot. This is how I've made my living for the last 35 years. And so I've heard a lot. But it was interesting though, because there was something, and you're not going to believe this, when I saw him on a Zoom for the first time, it was something about his smile. It was the craziest thing. And even when my employees watched it and talked to him and stuff, they were like, yeah, he's got this infectious smile, and there's just kindness and goodness and just integrity in there. And I know this isn't the Eddie show right now, but I just want you all to know he changed the direction of our company forever without any exaggeration. So then I said, okay, well, David D'Arcangelo, who's he's our global marketing guy and everything, and I've known for more than 20 years. He's got books, he's done TV shows, he's been on stage with some of the largest speakers in the world, he's owned businesses with Tony Robbins, all that kind of stuff. He basically taught me, Stu, you always be open-minded, no matter what. You just be open-minded and you just find out what's going on, because you never know where the next great thing is coming from. And I remember hearing that ringing in my ears when Eddie was saying, look, I feel like you're supposed to have this and everything. So we got the product, and I said, I can't just put me on it and know. Although if it doesn't work on me, we're not doing this. And I can't sell something I don't believe in. And he said, no, I get it. And I said, so I'd like to put, 10 or 20 liters on it and let them try it. Well, long story short, and Eddie and ended up, they funded the whole thing. That's one of the ways I knew it was real, by the way. They weren't trying to get any money or anything. They were just like, try this and watch what happens. So instead of 10 or 20, we ended up putting 58 people on it. And basically, look, the short version is this. After 14 days, 92% of the people that responded lost 6.5 pounds. 6.5 pounds in 14 days, and didn't really change their lifestyle much. In my first 10 days, I lost 8.2 pounds. In my first 30 days on this product, I lost more than 15 pounds. In 60 days, I lost 30 pounds. And then I realized that was all without exercising. I couldn't even believe it. And the best part for me was without suffering. Then I added in some walking and a little bit more exercise. And now I'm down over 50 pounds. And my whole life has been changed. I have gained at least 10 years of my life. I remember many years ago when my dad got sick, and everybody, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. And I don't share this very often at all. But financially, we were doing really well. I was making over $100,000 a month, and I saw how money couldn't fix him, right? Well, now that I've lost all this weight, and there's a lot of people already making a lot of money and a lot more to be made, I realized that what it's given me more than the money is at least 10 years of my life back. So Doug, I know this was a long answer and maybe not even what you were expecting, but I've been thinking a lot about this lately because of Eddie, and because he was obedient, and he's had the rights to this product for years, and he waited for the right moment and the right company, the right marketing team, which ended up being us. He now has blessed us with the rights to the product worldwide. And now, gosh, there's tens of thousands of people all over the place that have ordered it and started it and are using it. And I share one more thing, Doug, and then I'll shut up and be quiet. You can ask me anything you want. I had something happen in my own house at Thanksgiving that blew my mind. My cousin showed up, and I'm like, man, you look really good. What's going on? And he goes, well, been on your product for 30 days and I lost 28 pounds and I feel amazing. And he goes, but I got another 100 pounds to go. Now, this is my cousin that I know has been overweight forever, right? His whole life is being changed right now. And now he wants to build a business. He's like, Stu, everybody needs to know about SHAPEnBURN. Everybody needs to know about this. And one other thing, guys, SHAPEnBURN has even made it so we're selling a lot more of our shakes, which are amazing, because one of the best things you can do is wash the 2 SHAPEnBURN pills, or 1 if you're 1 pill person, or 2 like most people are. Just wash it down with the shake, which has sensory oil in it, which is good for your heart and your joints and your mind, and just all kinds of stuff. So I just want you to know, I know that was a lot of rambling, but man, and this is probably going to be a terrible thing to say, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't get into network marketing 35 years ago for the product. I was in a company where we were selling life insurance. It was called A.L. Williams. Now it's called Primerica. And I wasn't married at the time. I didn't have kids. I didn't need life insurance. I got in it for the money, period. I've been blessed to make millions and millions of dollars in this industry, but I can honestly tell you, this is the first time where I care more about the product than the money, and the money's just coming. And I just hope that makes sense to everybody. This product is changing lives. So sorry, Doug, that was just kind of what I felt like rattling off from what's happened.
Your passion and your story is amazing, and it's just gonna help so many people around the world. So we're just starting to hear the stories of what's happening and how this is changing people's lives. Stuart, you've already shared a couple of those with the guy doing the lights on your house and your relative. I want to share one right now. So one of the people that I got, her name is Ann Creer, and she's my son's aunt. So I don't know what that makes her for me. So she's kind of a sure tell relative. So I sent her a text message and just said, hey, we got this new product. I'm looking for some people that want to change their life and try free samples. And she said, I'm in. So sent her the samples. She loved them, went on, placed her first order on her own. And so I texted her a couple of weeks later and I said, hey, I said, most people, they see their appetite go down and their energy and clarity go up, or both. I said, how's it working for you? She calls me Says, Doug, on last Friday, I had the toughest day I've ever had in my entire career at my job. I had 5 things blow up and in one day. And
Wow.
she said, in any other day of my life, I would have been so fried and so just done. She said, I can't believe this product. I had focus, I had energy. She said, I had 5 battles that didn't even trip me up. She said, this stuff's amazing. So it is just, like you said, for me, I got into Rexall when I was 25, and it was all about, the money and the lifestyle and all that stuff, chasing the dream and everything. But now to know we can have such a positive impact on people, on their health, their life, and how they feel, and you hear stories like Ann, where it's really, just changed her life, then the money follows, and that's great. So we're going to keep on cruising, so we can get through this. So Stuart, we got this product. CTFO was able to acquire the worldwide marketing for it. Billions of people. How big do you think this market is for SHAPEnBURN? I mean, just to help people, and you and I have seen billion-dollar companies, but what could this look like 3 to 5 years from now?
So that's a really good question. I have to tell you, my opinion on that has changed drastically since we started with the product. And the reason is, I know, 60 to 70% of the people out there are overweight. Look, let's face it, you could just go to a shopping mall and look around, and just when you see people walking by you, whether they need the product or not. And I was thinking, man, just with that one thing, we're going to be huge. There's such a big market. It's so big. And also the other thing we know, doesn't matter what the company is. I'm not going to name companies right now, or programs, or, whether it's cutting back fat, cutting back calories, going on keto, low on your carbs, doesn't matter what it is. Here's what we know, or surgery for that matter, right? Here's what we know. 95% of all of those things have 100% of all those things have a 95% failure rate, right? Think about it. Out of 100 people, 95% of the people gain all the weight back and more. Well, I said when we finally launched this, hey, if we could just take that 5% success rate and double it to 10. So in other words, if we can have 9 out of 10 people not love this, but 1 out of 10 get good results, we will have doubled the industry average for success. And I'm like, man, imagine that makes us $1 billion company, everybody, no doubt about it, right? Just from that alone. Then here's what I realized recently. There is a ton of people on this product that do not even care about losing weight and don't even need to lose an ounce of weight. Like Doug, your own wife, she doesn't need to lose weight, right? But she loves the way the product makes her feel. We've got tons of those right now. So what I was thinking is, as big as the weight loss industry is, and it's huge, you all can make fortunes off of weight loss, not to take advantage of people, but to change their whole life for the better, like what happened to me and like what's happening to so many other people. But it's bigger than that, because the product does 4 main things, right? It makes it so you're not hungry, which is what plagued me. I was the guy every day when I'd eat lunch, I'd be thinking, what am I going to have for dinner? Okay. Now it's like I have a shake for breakfast with SHAPEnBURN. I have a shake for lunch. And at dinner time, I'm like, should I eat or not? It's a whole different lifestyle. It's completely different, right? So that's the one thing. It controls your appetite. Then the other thing that it does is it basically makes so you can think clearer. Nothing to do with weight loss, right? Just makes it so you can think clearer. And then if you really want to know one of my favorite things, you would think it's that, hey, the third thing it does is it calmly burns fat quietly behind the scenes. And you'd think, well, that's got to be the one, right? No, it's not. It's that it gives you energy all day long. That's the 4th thing, energy. And you know what? I don't know anybody that doesn't want more energy right now, especially since we've been locked up in our house and we've gained 5 to 50 pounds. They call it COVID weight. And I'm not saying this does anything for COVID or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when you get on this product, it isn't just the weight that you lose, it's how you feel. And so David, the gentleman I was talking about earlier, came up with the tagline, love the way you feel. And so we believe that's what's first, is start feeling better. You'll start making healthier choices, and have the product help control, basically gives you willpower to not go, after all the sweets and all the craziness and everything. And that will get you to the other side of the weight loss. But think about this, Doug, when you ask me, where do I think we're going to be in 3 to 5 years? I just recently realized our market is way bigger than I thought. So I would have to say now it's unlimited. Who doesn't need this product walking down the street? Who? Tell me who. I haven't met anybody yet.
Not many. No. It's going to be the driving force for our billion-dollar quest. And then we'll just introduce people to other things that are going to change their life, like our exfoliator and our cell UV and all the other great stuff we're doing. So that's awesome. So Stu, we've got this ExtremeShake, and it's kind of a perfect addition to our SHAPEnBURN. And I see it now as the piece that can help people really achieve long-term goals. Because like you said, 95% of the people fail. And if we can have, you know, so only half the people fail, we're 10 times better than anything else out there. And I think we'll do better than that. So talk a little bit about our shake, about the Sensoril, and why this is such a special product and a great addition for a long-term plan for people, please.
I would love to. And Eddie, don't get mad at me, because SHAPEnBURN is still my favorite product, but it's close. It's very, very close right now. If you could only pick two things that CTFO offers to be on, I believe 100% it's SHAPEnBURN and our extreme shakes. We had a person that was a gym manager for years, heavy duty into the nutrition industry, take our shake to some experts that they know in the industry and say, tell me if this is good for me or bad for me. Check out all the ingredients. And they came back with, this is one of the cleanest, healthiest shakes we've ever seen. Okay, they were like, man, this is amazing. How can you guys afford to sell this for this price? Everybody, we sell these shakes for $39.97 for 15 of them, makes them like $2.67 a piece. Our closest competitor that has anything that I believe doesn't even hold a candle to it is selling them for not $39.97, but for $59.97. Okay, so we're way less expensive and everything like that. But here's the thing about these shakes, and I'm sorry, everybody, I know these are all long answers today, but man, I've had some wild realizations, you know, revolving around my health lately. It was different when I was 20 and even 30, but now that I'm 56, I started thinking, hey, the way I was feeling was just a part of life. Now that I've gained like 10 or more years of my life back, I know it doesn't have to be that way. These shakes, we spent a lot of money to put patented Sensoril in it. And basically a lot of people have heard of ashwagandha. It's like a big deal. A lot of celebrities are talking about it. They're talking about how it's good for weight loss and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing that they're not talking about. There's a company that put together a product called Sensoril, and then there's like 15 clinical studies on humans with this product. And the things that we can say legally, we can legally say this stuff, and that's hard in our industry to be able to say stuff like this. It helps with your focus, energy, recovery time, stress, sleep, mood, cardiovascular health, okay, which is a big one for me. You know, somebody said to me, hey, now that you're going to start exercising, don't just exercise to lose fat, you exercise to get your heart strong, right? Because they go, she said, that's the most important thing, a doctor. And I said, you know what? You're right. It makes sense. Well, I'm telling you, the easiest way I know to get the right nutrition in our bodies right now is to just have breakfast with us every day, one of these shakes. So I'm on a mission to get the world having breakfast with us every day. And then here's the crazy part. We just added chocolate. Our vanilla is great. Everybody says our vanilla is the best. And I had a vanilla yesterday, but in the last week, I've had, you know, all chocolates and that one vanilla. And then this morning, although I love the vanilla, I couldn't wait to get the chocolate again. And I'm asking people, taste this and tell me how this is not cheating. How can this not be cheating? And then I literally had a doctor text me the other day, the chocolate shakes are hitting the spot, all capital letters with exclamation points, right? Meaning she's not trying to go for the sweets anymore and all that kind of stuff. So everybody, this shake is the best kept secret that is about to be a household product. I give you my word, I'm going to make it my mission to get this product in everybody's hands and get them at least having breakfast, because the health benefits are too great for people to not know about this. It's crazy. And then when you wash down the SHAPEnBURN pills with it, you should see how you feel for the next 5, 6, 7 hours. It's nuts.
It's crazy. Well, we're so lucky to get Sensoril and to have the licensing to where we can make those claims. 14 clinical studies. This is actually the old Sensoril sheet. I'm sorry, guys. There's a new kind of a benefit sheet that shows exactly what you can say and what the health claims are. There's 14 clinical studies on Sensoril in our ashwagandha, which is part of our ExtremeShake. And like you said, you take that shake with washed down 2 SHAPEnBURN, and oh my gosh,
And Doug, I think we have another new one coming out any day now, because I think this 11 was a few months ago, then it was 14.
Yeah.
And they've been testing it for years, by the way. And now I believe it's even 15. Don't quote me on that, everybody, but I think I just heard there's a 15th study now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's really the foundation for the residual income, everybody. And really what we want to do is have products that people fall in love with, that they can't live without. And these are the type of products. And then we'll just backfill in additional things that they're going to fall in love with. And then I know there's, well, we'll move on. So let's talk a little bit about the money side of this, right? Because if the health and the wealth go together, we need both of those to really to have the freedom and the life that we want. And, I believe, Stuart, that our compensation plan is I put on the slide one of the most exciting compensation plans, but I don't think there's anything else like it. I know there's not, because we hold the copyright on it. And I love it because it's fair for new people. It's fair for the little guy. And it's powerful for the hitters, the people that want to do life-changing stuff. So talk a little bit about this plan, why it's unique, and how this is going to bless people, especially when we put 100 million a year, or 200 million a year, 500 million a year through this comp plan. Oh boy.
Well, I believe in 2022, we're going to do more business than we did in the last 6 years combined. And so that means there's going to be hundreds of millions that go through the comp plan. There's no doubt about it. And we've already got people making a lot of money. I've got people making more money in a month than a lot of people making a year, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to give you the details on the comp plan right now. I'm going to tell you the most important fact that you need to know. You would think that it's one part so unique that we were able to get it copyrighted so no other company can copy, but really that's not even the most important part. This is. Every company I've ever seen boasts about paying out 40, 50, 60%. But then after breakage and all this stuff where the company keeps parts of it because people don't qualify and things like that, they pay out 35%. That is the standard in the industry amongst every company I've ever seen. Well, every week when I do our pay runs, I look at how much came in the front door money, what came in, and how much got paid to all the families out there that help spread the word. And I'm telling you, it's always over 50%. And this last week, it was 54.7%. Guys, that's 20% higher than any other company out there. So the bottom line is this: if you want to know if you're in the right company with the right comp plan, the most important thing is you've got to have qualifications where anybody can achieve. We have that. And you've got to have a comp plan that puts most of the money out into the comp plan. And we 100% have that. And Doug, I hate saying it like this, but I just need you all to know, with you on the Zoom right now and new people that are going to see this Zoom because it's getting recorded, you need to know that 12 months from now, there will be people that have seen this webinar right now, and some will be not here with us. Some will be earning $50 a week or a month, and some will be earning $50,000 a month or more. And that's just the way that it is. And the reason why I said that is to say this one thing. I believe in our comp plan so much, it's how I get paid. It's how my brother gets paid. It's how Michael gets paid, one of the owners of the company as well. We all believe if we can't make it in the comp plan, we can't expect you to. So we don't have big corporate salaries, everybody. That's not how we get paid. We're on the same side of the fence as you are here. We're reps. We get paid as associates. And here's what I know right now. There's only one difference in the equation. Everybody has the same products and they're off the chart phenomenal. We've never had products this good. Thank you again, Eddie. Okay, you're a big part of that, right? We have owners that know without all of you, we have nothing. It's about the associates. They are the ones that gather the customers, and that's what keeps the whole family going, and that's what is family, right? And then, we've got comp plan second to none. So here's why I said all that to say this. There's only one difference in the equation for everybody. It's important that everybody understands, myself included, we all have the same product, same company, same owners, same comp plan. What's the only difference in this equation? It's you. And you're never going to have me, Stuart Finger, call you up and say, hey, what have you done for your CTFO business this week? It's basically come down to whoever passes out the most samples will make the most money. That's kind of what's going on here, right? So everybody, just so you know, company, comp plan, products, owners, and I don't mean that pridefully, we understand you make this wheel spin, right? We get that. We understand you're the most important part of the wheel here, but you got to have it all So then the only difference in the equation is you, and guess who controls that? You do. So that's it. I know, Doug, that probably wasn't what you're asking for, but been thinking a lot about it lately. I can't look into the heart of a man or woman and tell what they're going to do. So you just give everybody the opportunity, but some are going to do what they need to, and they'll make more money here than they've ever dreamed of making in their whole life. And it's already happening right now. So
absolutely. So I was running some numbers, Stuart. A lot of you know that I had a good run with a company called Restful Showcase back in the 90s and the early 2000s. And I built $1 million team with Rexall. I was doing $1 million a month for several years, $1 million team. And my commissions were at the top, at the top of my peak, I was getting 30 to 35,000 a month in residual commissions off a $1 million business. And that's a lot of money. That's big money. I know it is. Maybe not for some people, but for most people, 30 to 35,000 is a really nice business. But if you divide that by $1 million, I figured out I was making about 3% to 3.5% of the total sales my business did versus what came back to me. 3 to 3.5. Stuart, last week, I made 17.6% of my sales came back to my check. The week before, 17.5. The week before, 14.4, 14.6, 16.3. I'm averaging over 15%. Guys, this is paying 5 times what Rexall did. 5 times. If I would have built, well, let me put it this way. When I build $1 million team with CTFO, compared to what I did with Rexall, it's going to be nuts.
I mean, just really everybody. And Doug, I didn't know you were going to share in that much detail, but think about it. 30,000 off of $1 million in volume or 150,000. That tells you what the company's doing. I mean, it's that simple. We want to create more millionaires than any other company in the history of our industry. And more important than that, we want more families earning 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month, so they never have to depend on anything else again. So, but yeah, Doug, that's a really good analogy. I'm thankful that you shared that.
Well, the numbers don't lie, right? And they've always told us that you can put a spin on everything, but the math never lies. And those are hard numbers, and that's got me excited for sure. Okay, so Stuart, bringing it a little bit closer to December, we announced, or the company announced, this double fast start bonus for the month of December, which means for people that are in their first 30 days, they can qualify to get double fast start bonus money. So just talk a little bit about this promotion. And I know you told me, like, Jackie and some other people are already blowing it up with this. So how do you see double fast start helping people here in December?
Well, first of all, let me let you know before I say the next thing I'm about to say, the company is fine and we are not going to go out of business. Okay. I want to make sure everybody hears that. However, we plan on making 0 profit for corporate in December. There'll be no profit. Okay. We're giving all of it to you guys right now. And here's the reason why. We have this phenomenal $1,000 fast start bonus that is never even talked about. We just put it in place several months ago, and I announced it and never talked about it again. And we need to get people to pay attention to it and understand it, because it can drive your whole entire business right now. And let me explain what that means. When somebody comes in here and within their first 30 days, so we give them a whole month to do it, if they hit $1,000 in volume, they get a $100 fast start bonus. If they hit 3,000 in volume, they get a $300 fast start bonus. And then if they hit 5,000 in volume, so not even double the 3,000, if they hit 5,000 in volume, they get a $600 fast start bonus. Now that's not in it, it's plus, it's 100 plus 300 plus 600. It's a total of $1,000. Now, before I tell you this next thing, you need to hear this loud and clear. In order to get that $1,000 in volume, or 3,000 or 5,000 or any volume on your team here at CTFO, you can go unlimited width. You can go as wide as you want, meaning you could put in 1 customer or an associate who buys, or you could put in 2, 5, 10, 50. 100% of whatever they buy counts towards that $1,000. So I didn't say you have to spend 1,000, 3,000 or 5,000. You don't have to do any of that. I'm saying if you go get 10 people And they also, and our average customer is like $106 right now, $108. That's our average customer, believe it or not because they have to qualify for pay, because they love the products. If you go get 10 people and they're our average customer, there's your $1,000. Now you're going to get paid a bunch of other ways, but in addition, you get that $100 fast start bonus. Here's the part people are missing right now. You can go as wide as you want, put in as many people as you want. All that volume counts towards your 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 and unlimited volume. But here's the other thing, everybody. As those people start bringing in Shape and Burn customers, Shake customers, all of our other customers and associates, 100% of that volume for infinity levels counts. Everybody hear that? Okay, now that's what's different in a lot of other companies. They'll allow you to go 7 levels deep or 10 levels deep and count the volume towards your volume. We allow you to go infinity levels deep. So if you bring in a person who brings in 1 for 1,000,000 levels down and 1,000,000 levels away, that person makes a purchase of Shape and Burn or whatever, that counts towards your 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 in volume. Okay. So here's what we did for the month of December through January 2nd. The $1,000, $100 bonus is going to be 200 double. And this is why I said corporate's not looking to make profit this time, okay, for this month. We want to bless you guys for the holidays. And then the 300 will be 600, and the 600 for the 5K will be $1,200. What does that mean? Instead of $1,000 for that 30 days as a bonus, that's above every other way you get paid, because all the rest still pays out. You'll get 2,000. You'll get double. And if you just make it to 1K, that's double, or 3K, that's double, or you don't have to do it all to get it, whatever part you make it. Well, we have a lady, Jackie, that just joined us. And in her first 5 days, I didn't look today, but I looked yesterday. In her first 5 days, she had $5,600 in volume in her first 5 days. So she not only earned that $2,000, here's another, okay, look, everybody, this is a behind the scenes closed door kind of meeting. Doug said, can I hop on and talk to some of the leaders and everything? And if there's new people, that's okay. We're an open book here. We have no secrets. Everybody can know everything about everything. But when Doug said, hey, and you hop on and just let them know how crazy good this really is and what's really happening, I said, absolutely. And I asked Jackie if I could talk about this. And let me just tell you, okay, she not only had her company a week ago shut down, but she had a lot of commissions back there, more than a lot of people earn in a year. She had a lot of commissions back there, and they kept them. They didn't give it to her. And then within 2 hours, her upline had her on the phone with me, and she's like, I don't believe in accidents. And I'm like, I don't believe in accidents. And this whole thing happened. Then she got in the company. We just happened to launch the double fast start bonus anyway, and all this stuff. And this is what she said: I have never seen an easier sale, a product people are more excited about, a more lucrative comp plan, and owners that get it. She's like, basically, I know this sounds crazy, but thank God my company shut down. You know how crazy that is, right? So I said all that to say this, and Doug, I'm wrapping this part up. I said all that to say this. This is special. This is really good timing right now. We feel like our whole lives have led up to this. And it's not just about the double fast start bonus. You know, there's another part that's really exciting for people that have been here. It's about getting your piece, everybody. That's what it is. The computer doesn't know anything about you. You need to understand that. We get to know you. The owners of the company, the people here get to know you. You know, I'm looking at some of your faces, and I've seen them for a long time, some of you, and some of you are new. But here's the thing. We'll get to know you, but the computer system only knows one thing. Whoever shows the plan or gives the most samples should make the most money. And I don't think it ever gets any fairer than that. So right now, with what's happening, there are people out there that are hoping and praying for this thing, that have even just lost their livelihoods, like Jackie, right? There's a lot of associates in that company that lost everything right now. And I'm not happy about that. Here's what I'm saying though. If we have the answer for people and we're too shy to tell them about it, how are we going to help them? Think about it that way. Don't think about what can I get out of this. Think about when I help somebody win, I win. That's all. That's really all there is to it. So I know that was a real roundabout answer, Doug, but look, this lady, Jackie, was on the phone with me, and there was a lot of emotions happening. And she said, thank you for what you're doing for us. And it was the most sincere thank you I've ever gotten from somebody that I had just met 5 or 6 days before. But you know what? She has hope again. She has income again. She has the best products ever. And she knows, because of the way my brother and I and Michael get paid, we're never going to change this comp plan for the worse. We're never going to do it. And she doesn't have to worry. So sorry, that was a long answer. I wasn't expecting that myself, but it's a good thing what's happening, everybody.
Well, it's exciting to hear about, people, new people that, had a bad situation, but see how amazing this is all put together. And what I would say for everybody is make a goal, set a goal, help one person go qualify for some double fast start in December. Because that one person and that team is going to give you volume and give you the momentum that you want for January 1st. If you really want to go for it, get 2 people, have 2 new people chasing double fast start. For me, I usually go a little bit aggressive. So my goal is 3. My goal is to help 3 people hit double fast start and help them have a great Christmas, which is going to help us have a great January. Now, Stuart, we don't need anything else. I mean, we've built the greatest platform. However, I heard there might be one more announcement that is going to be a little bit more gas on the fire. So just tell us what we should be doing for next week.
Doug is right. We don't need anything else. It's important. Those of you that are waiting for the next great thing to be launched by CTFO and this and that, we're not looking for it. We have it. Okay. We already know. For the first time ever, I don't feel like, well, once we get this, it's going to be awesome and people are going to be blessed. I don't feel that way right now. I feel like we have it, and the ones that pay attention to it, their whole lives are going to change. Okay. That's how I feel right now. But I want to give you the biggest gas can you've ever had in your life to pour on this fire that's already burning. And so Tuesday night, I've got a really big announcement that's going to help you build volume. It's going to help you get people in that may not have wanted to yet. They may say, well, I'm going to wait till next year, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do something very special Tuesday night. And I can't say what it is or anything right now. Doug already cornered me yesterday and he's like, well, let's give it. And I'm like, Doug, don't get me in trouble on this webinar. I only got to make it to Tuesday night. Okay. But just know this. This is going to sound crazy. And Eddie doesn't even know about this. And he's kind of a part of it right now. But we're going to sell more Shape and Burn and more shakes and more vitamins and more Super 7 than ever. And it's going to happen in record time. And I believe starting Tuesday night, because we're going to do something that we do not have to do. Did everybody hear that? We don't have to do it. Why are we doing it? Because we're going to set up your first quarter like you never imagined it could be set up. So I highly recommend you do 2 things right now. 2 things, okay? If you want to ride that wave that Doug is showing us right now, and I believe that's a very small wave, I think you're going to need a bigger picture, Doug, okay? But if you want to, I'm serious, if you want to ride that wave, I would spend the next few days getting in touch with everybody you've ever had on your team, or you do have on your team, or you thought about getting on your team, and get them on Tuesday night's webinar. We can hold thousands, okay? And then the ones that don't get in, there'll be a replay, it'll go out, so they'll get to see it, but there's something special about it happening live. I would get them on there because I'm gonna have a really big announcement that's probably gonna get them to take action immediately and give you volume right away, okay? So, and I wanna tag on to something Doug said. When Doug said like his goal is to get 3 people to go get their 5K, so basically he wants to help 3 families make an extra 2,000 by Christmas, right? This or Hanukkah, whatever, the holidays, okay? It's a good thing. And I would change this mindset. If you could change this one thing right now, if you want to be a 10K here or a 25K or 50K or 100K with us, don't be thinking I got to get that much volume. Be thinking this and write it down and try to figure out who it's going to be. If I want to be a 10K, I need to get 2 people to go get that $2,000 bonus each. I need to get 2 people to go be their 5K. Because remember, when they make that 5K each and they make that $2,000, we're allowing 100% of that 10,000 in volume to make you a 10K. Think about it, right? That's all your volume, okay? Forget that you need volume or want volume. This whole thing is, you heard Doug talking about $1 million a month in volume. And this time, instead of making 30 grand a month, which is great, right? And you guys probably gonna hate this next thing I'm gonna say, but if that's what I was earning off of that, I'd cut my wrists, okay? That's correct. And that's not what we're doing here for people, right? More like 150,000, that makes more sense to me. That's just my mindset, right? You heard him talk about that volume. Doug's not going to get there by getting $1 million in volume. Doug's going to get there by having hundreds and thousands of people get their volume, right? That's how it happens, okay? And he knows that. This doesn't work without everybody. That's how it works. So change this one mindset. It's the 4th today. Is it the 4th? I don't even know what today is. Today's like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. It's one of those days, right? But here's what I know. January 2nd is almost a month away. We got people coming in and in their first 4 or 5 days hitting that 5K and making that $2,000. We've got proof. Jackie did it. There's others doing it right now. So go tell people about it. Let them have a shot at that $2,000. Spend the next week loading them up to find out about what's going on and watch where your volume lands. And here's the best part of all. Everybody thinks what you do in January, February equals what you end up with first quarter, January, February, March. It's not true. It's what you do in December that sets up January, February, March. That's the truth, everybody. That's the way it works. You can either have people on the ground right after New Year's Day running and ready to go, or you can say, I'm starting, and then it takes weeks to get it going, right? So with that being said, change your thinking to, I want to create 5Ks so they can earn that 2K, right? Plus everything else. And then watch where your volume lands. It'll be crazy. Because Doug, we didn't even talk about it, but the loyalty bonuses that you all get at 5K and above, right? Which is, monthly for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain that volume, those are going to be doubled for the next month. So I've got people right now making $3,000 a month loyalty bonus. And if you hit that rank, it'll be $6,000 next month, not $3,000. Okay. And 1,000 will be 2 and 2,000 will be 4 and 3 and so on. So anyway, Doug, lots of long answers, everybody. I apologize if I gave you a headache, but man, this is good times. A lot is happening. It's never been better. We are set up to have the biggest year in the history of our company. And we can't take in all that money without paying out about 54% of it, right? And so that's your ticket, everybody. I hope you understand what I'm saying right now. It's up to, I don't care who the computer sends the money to. Why not you, right? Why not you? So, okay, Doug, back to you. Sorry.
Why not you? I love it. Why not us? Oh, well, it's been a great Zoom, everybody. Stuart, thank you. You're awesome. You always are, but
my pleasure.
For you, and I know since you're 7 years old, you've been battling weight, and to find Eddie and find SHAPEnBURN and bring all that together is the catalyst to just have that one product that can drive this like crazy. We know that can happen. We've seen so many companies go to the moon on one product, and now we got the company and the comp plan to build that longevity to it. So everybody have a great weekend. I will get a recording out on this today, so you can pass it on to people that weren't here. Look at that smile with Eddie. I'm telling you.
And wait till you see, Doug, what's coming. Eddie and I, we've been talking behind the scenes a little bit, and we're planning for it. He and I are going to be doing a series of webinars and stuff like that. You guys have no idea the testimonials that are brewing right now. It's crazy what's coming. And so we'll be talking with those people, and everybody you'll see. And when they hear Eddie talk, they love him. You'll see. So it's all, you're going to have even more tools to help build a business is what I'm saying. So, all right. Well, thank you for having me, everybody. I appreciate you all. Have a blessed day. And don't just sit on the couch. Get out and do something today. That's my new thing. Every day I'm getting out and doing something. All right.
Thanks, Stu.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, Stuart.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you all.
you. This was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Woo.
Thank you.
Good bike ride, Stu.
Thank you. God bless.
Take care.